Was Yahweh a Zoroastrian Daeva? I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is New Cosmic Knowledge, where we bring you to places that you've never been before, and we postulate questions that you've never asked, and certainly ones that have never been answered. And here we go. And in the house is that other consequential rapscallion, Mr. Scotty Roberts, and he'll be with us tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time as the consequential rapscallions return. Scotty, if there's any error in that, let me know, but I'm looking forward to being with you tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to talking to you tonight about whether or not Yahweh was a Zoroastrian Daeva. Now, I want you to know that we are offering now a brand new first-class, top-rate Ormus product at a very, very low price. Go to jeffreydaugherty.com, click on the shop, and you'll be able to see there the Ormus product. We're about half out of the first order, so if you want to grab some of the first order, let us know. It might be a few days before the second order is ready. Ray, I still do the Christian whistleblower work, but we've expanded beyond that to include more, and that means new cosmic knowledge. So the CWB work is part of the new cosmic knowledge work, and we invite you to be a part of it. And if you want to get your MYSTECH bands, go to jeffreydaugherty.com, click on the MYSTECH logo. They've changed my life. I think they'll change your life. And if you order through me, you get a 20% discount. So help me help you. Next Saturday night, a week from Saturday night, we will be with Rex Bear in the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary for an overnight paranormal extravaganza. We're going to stream live if we can, but we may not be able to stream live. We might have to record it, but Rex and I will be there. It's going to be an event of epic proportions, no doubt. So a lot of great things going on, and your purchase of MYSTECH and Ormus at a great price, way below $47 for a month's supply of Ormus. It's usually $60, $70. So it's a great offer. Robert from Brain Changers, an expert making it by hand according to exact specifications and being imprinted with intention of health and prosperity. So you can't beat that with a baseball bat. Don't even know why you would try, but you couldn't. So let's talk about whether or not Yahweh was a Zoroastrian Daeva. Now, there's a few operative phrases in that statement, and I welcome back our Twitter audience. I've been unable to do that. Hey, Robert, speaking of, my dad used to say, speak of the devil and his imps will appear. That's not at all appropriate or applicable to Robert, but we were just speaking about him, and boom, here he is. And yeah, my face is looking a lot thinner, and the Ormus does have something to do with it. So I'm very, very happy and very, very proud to be offering that to you. And Robert's got his work cut out for him. That's for certain. But the first operative word in that phrase is was. So why am I asking was Yahweh a Zoroastrian Daeva and not is? Because I believe that I've proven on this channel that Yahweh has been deposed. Yahweh has been banished. I don't think he's dead. I used to think he was dead. Thank you, Divinity's Love. I feel 10 years younger. And there's a lot of things that go into that. The Ormus, the work of Jay Campbell, the work of Jim Brown, and the work of Sandra D as well. But at any rate, is because Yahweh has been banished. I don't believe he's dead. I believe he is banished. So he's not a Zoroastrian Daeva anymore. And the fact of the matter is, thanks, Jason, that he never was really Yahweh. He was usurping that name. He never was Marduk. He was usurping that name. He was just some second-rate God that made a deal with a rebellious people and was able to put down the rise of our divinity, but it was only a matter of time. Patrick Garrett in the UK says his MYSTECH bands arrived today. Patrick, please give me a report as soon as you can. Thank you for Magus. I really appreciate those kind words. So Yahweh's been deposed. So he's not anymore a Zoroastrian Daeva, but I think he was, and I think he was a Zoroastrian Daeva that actually usurped the name Yahweh, the name Marduk, and he was nothing but a phony. So let's contextualize ourselves a little bit. Let's talk about Zoroastrianism. The natives call it Mazda Yazna. Mazda Yazna comes from the area of Iran. And folks, you've always thought Judaism was the first monotheistic religion. No. Zoroastrianism was the first monotheistic faith. It's one of the world's oldest religions. And I want you to listen to this. That's why I left this up. I want you to see it. It combines a cosmology. It combines a deism. My holder for the Twitter shows in the way, and it contains eschatology. Those things are all what Christianity is based on, what Judaism was based on. And it is from the Iranian-speaking prophet Zoroaster. And think about this. Zoroastrianism pioneered things such as the concept of a Messiah. Zoroastrianism pioneered things such as judgment after death, heaven and hell, free will, Second Temple Judaism, Gnosticism, Christianity, and Islam, all copied from Zoroastrianism. What does Jesuit Second Temple Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all have in common? Well, they were all founded, and their God was the God known as Yahweh, Marduk, the one that he had usurped this name. So if you're looking for a place for the birth of Judaism, from which sprang Christianity, and arguably from which sprang both of those, Islam, you don't have to look much further than Zoroastrianism. I think I'm on pretty firm ground, but if you think that's firm ground, wait till they get a load of this. Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, Batman. Not so great, but hey, not bad for a former Pentecostal evangelist. Can you see it? Can you see it? So a Daeva is the term for a particular sort of supernatural entity with disagreeable characteristics. Would you say a God that's a jealous God would be disagreeable? Would you say a God that is vengeful down to the seventh generation is a disagreeable God? Would you say a God that if he ain't killing people, he's blinding people, putting plagues on them, flies, roaches, all kind of stuff? Would you say that's disagreeable? But the Zoroastrians say that a Daeva is a particular sort of supernatural deity with disagreeable characteristics. And in the Gathas, which are the oldest texts of the Zoroastrian canon, the Devas are wrong gods. I wanted you to see this. Wrong gods, false gods, or gods that are to be rejected. They're noxious creatures that promote chaos and disorder. Sit back for a minute and objectively contemplate the state of this world as a result of 6,000 years of Judaism, 2,000 years of Christianity, 1,000 years of Islam. I'll drink while you ponder. That's good coffee. So, would you not say that this world is in chaos? Twitter, would you not say that this world is in disorder? Would you not say that this world is the personification of every imaginable evil? And wouldn't you say that any God that created this situation would be the very personification of the God, of the creation, of all of this unimaginable evil. Yahweh, the fake Yahweh, we should call him No Way. Old No Way. He brought us a religion that was a ripoff of Zoroastrianism. Not only was he fake, not only was he phony, not only was he flawed, he was a plagiarist. He wasn't even very original, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I may not be the smartest, brightest, most handsome man in the world, but if I'm going to start my own religion, I'm at least going to put a few wrinkles in it. I'm at least going to have some originality. And if I steal things, I'm going to kind of disguise them a little bit. Not No Way. No way, wrong way, Yahweh. No, he just jacked it. He just stole it. He just plagiarized it. Triskelly 33 Love, you're brilliant. The Holy Trinity of religion is Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. It is the Holy Trinity of Abrahamic faiths. So if we look objectively, and I have an associate's degree in, I always get confused between anthropology and archaeology. Mine's in anthropology. And I learned how to study. I learned how to be objective. I learned how to be empirical. I know 2 years is just enough to get yourself in trouble. But if you look with an anthropological mind, if you look with a objective mind, if you look with an empirical mind, you cannot deny that wrong way, no way, Yahweh, that's even better than RB, isn't it? Wrong way, no way, Yahweh created his own religion by hijacking Zoroastrianism. And he is the very personification of a Zoroastrian Daeva. Those are false gods, phony gods, and as we read in the text, they are gods that are to be rejected. And wrong way, no way, Yahweh. And I think my youngest fan is probably in bed, so I can say the rat bastard has been rejected. Sorry about that. He has been deposed. And I believe he got the millstone treatment. Woe unto him through offense comes. And Yahweh, no way, wrong way, Yahweh, rat bastard, brought more offense than anybody else. Any entity ever into this domain, into this quantum reality. So it said it would be better for him if he had a millstone thrown around his neck and he was drowned in the sea. So death would be better than whatever Yahweh has fallen subject to currently. So he has been deposed. He has been dispatched. He is no more. And it certainly looks like, thank you, Amanda, from the text that he was a Zoroastrian Daeva. He was a liar from the beginning, as the master said, the Christ, Jesus, whatever you call him. He was a liar from the beginning. From the very beginning, that means the beginning. He came saying he was Yahweh. He came saying he was Marduk. That was a lie. And the master, the Christ, Jesus, whatever you call him, he said that he also was a murderer from the beginning, and he was the father of lies. It just matches up perfectly. He steals from a religion, creates his own. That's lying. That's dishonesty. He kills and murders and maims and destroys. And he finally did it so long, so much, and there were enough people like me that got things stirred up, enough people like you that got things stirred up, that the divine justice had to fall on the poor little earmuffs rat bastard. Big Teddy Smooth in the house. Haven't seen you for a while. I'm so glad to see you. Yes, as Scotty says, he had the mask of Zoroaster. That's pretty funny. Let's go into the chat room. I think that's some pretty good stuff there. You let me know what you think. Thank you, Jason. Takes a couple days to make Ormus. Indeed, it does. All of Judeo-Christianity spawns from Zoroastrianism. Yes, it does, Magus. And you sound like a person that knows what you're talking about. We have the requisite flat earth comment in the chat room. Glad to know that it's there. I'd feel bad if it wasn't. When I prayed as a Christian, it felt as if I was talking to the wall. You'd have been better off, Mystic Mama. Were you talking to the wall? Who is Anu? I don't know. I've never got into that. How was he disposed? Either by our intentions or the other deity said, get that con out of my face. That's probably the way it happened. That is Nacho Libre. Look it up. It's hilarious. He is Yaldabaoth. Thank you, Magus. Anu was the king of the Anunnaki. Okay. Daeva, D-A-E-V-A. Not Diva, Daeva. And let's see. Got to get my giggles out. Okay, that's all right. Agnostic philosophy. Boy, people have a hard time staying on track today. Any god seen by man is a false god. Well, what about the gods that aren't seen by man? What about the gods that never show up? All right, I'm going to say some things here that's going to get you mad at me, but you know what? It's not, it's, people only get mad at me on days that end in Y. For 20 years, I was a Pentecostal evangelist, and I was the top of my class. I healed people, cancer, grew eyes and heads, broken ankles, amazing stuff, goiters, poof, going away. Cast out more devils than a lot of people. And every time that I prayed for somebody and they got healed, God didn't show up. I was there. He wasn't. Every time that I cast out a demon, I was there. Where was God? He didn't show up. It's because he wasn't real. Polytheism is great because why limit yourself to just one imaginary friend? That was a shirt Wayne had on, a bit agnostic for me, but, or even atheistic, but it's funny. If the gods that are seen by men are false, what about the gods that never bother to show up? Yes, this world is in chaos and disorder. Almost sounds like Noah. Bum, 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 bum. RB is still kind of funny. Has anyone, okay. God wrestles with us in the night times of our lives, but at daybreak, he's gone. Scotty Roberts, waxing poetic. We have all been tricked. My dad used to say Yahweh right away in reference to the crappy food business. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't really come on here trying to burst your bubble. That's a lie. I do. I come in here intentionally hoping to burst your bubble. Because when your bubble bursts, then you're forced to deal with some reality. And if you're a biblical Christian, or if you used to be a biblical Christian, how much more facts, how many more facts can you ignore? Wrong way, no way, Yahweh was a liar from the beginning, was a murderer from the beginning. He created his religion by ripping off another one, and he was nothing but a low-grade Zoroastrian Daeva that the other gods finally got tired of and kicked him the HE double hockey sticks out. Jeff, are you still able to heal people? Yes. I do declare, sir, you are a bombastic burster of bubbles. And bursting bubbles we shall be tomorrow night as we bring to you the consequential rapscallions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you tonight. Religion is dogma. Magus is a born-again druid. That's a funny play on words. Can you heal a thyroid? Yes. My cankle is huge. I've healed cankles before, too. I've healed cankles before, too. Does hell exist for humans? No, absolutely not. Does hell exist? No, absolutely not. Jeff, what do you believe was the power behind your ability to heal? Well, Scotty Roberts, you know it was the power of the blood of Jesus. No, it wasn't. And that was a little bit over the top, but hey, that's a great question. And I found the answer to that. I'll tell a story. I had the opportunity when I was a young baby evangelist to go down into Central America and preach to a group of an indigenous tribe. And we're talking about hacking through the jungle with machetes, our lucky machetes, bones through the nose, the whole nine, bros. Coffee's in my cup. And we were preaching. We weren't having that big of an effect, probably because I was doing most of the preaching. The last night, my buddy who has passed over and now knows all the real secrets, he was preaching. And I'm sitting up there on the makeshift platform. You know, it's a thatch roof. It's open on the sides. They're sitting on logs. And down the middle walks this dude with a big headdress on, nose through, bones through his cheeks. He's got this big spear. And I'm like, oh, God, this is the witch doctor. Of course, now I'm more refined. I would refer to him as a shaman. But he comes walking in. And these people did not speak English. We had an interpreter. And somebody, oh, Jeff's making a sign. No, Jeff's holding a crystal or a rock. But anyway, he walks down the middle, right in the middle of my buddy's sermon. And he says to my buddy in perfect English, this God you preach has no power. I'm going to show you power. The mosquitoes were feasting, absolutely. Topper's in the picture with me. And he laid down in the dirt. And he started to levitate. Levitate, ladies and gentlemen. He got about 2 feet off the ground. And I'm getting ready to let him have it with the Pentecostal Jimmy Swaggart in the name of Jesus. And my buddy elbows me, and I look at him. He just says, hold on. So he gets about 4 feet off the ground. I look to my buddy. He says, he got about 6 feet up in the air. And I'm looking at this dude floating 6 feet up in the air, straight up. He's floating 6 feet up in the air in the middle of the jungle. Jungle, not a rainforest, jungle. He's floating 6 feet up. And my buddy turns to me and he says, now. So I let loose with the I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And dude, shaman, witch doctor dude, falls from 6 feet, boom, down on the ground, knocks the breath out of himself. He's laying there. Have you ever knocked the wind out of yourself? Whoo. And he finally gets his breath back. He's got no more English, right? And everybody in the whole tribe comes in and gets saved. And for years, I thought, what about that, man? What about that? How come it was the Jesus stuff that worked? And then I got a little more refined and I started to heal in the name of Yeshua. And the answer, the very long answer to Scotty Roberts' very short question is, I was healing with the power of my intention. I could heal in the name of Mickey Mouse. I could heal in the name of Daffy Duck. I could heal in the name of Dean Winchester. If I believed strong enough and powerfully enough. It's not, as Scotty Roberts says, that is, it's not the name, it's the power of your intention. The power of your intention. Today, I just heal. I might even say I heal in the name of Jeffrey Allen Darty, because I am divine. I am sovereign. I am free. And of course, the real key to it all, Scotty Roberts, you've heard this, you'll love it. The real key to it all, the amateurs, they used to carry these little bottles of holy anointed olive oil straight from the Holy Land, right? And they would, Big Teddy Smooth, I'm so glad to see you. They would take their little olive oil and they'd dip it out in their finger and they'd do the little cross and they'd heal. Not me, man. Because I run hot and you're wearing a suit and you're all sweaty. I would not use any holy olive oil. That's for amateur. Get that con out of my face. You know what I do? I take the very sweat, the holy sweat off of my anointed brow, and then I would anoint them with that. How sick is that? You want to talk about ego out of control? You want to talk about, wow, I would actually take the sweat, boom, and people, hundreds of them in a line, they'd watch me doing it, boom, 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 and they'd line up for me to put my sweat on them. Who was more stupid, me or them? But you know what? It worked. And it worked because the power of my intention, the power of sweat controls you. Oh my. Can I even say this word that Scotty just said? I have a great vocabulary, but I've never heard that word. Whoa. I can't say that word, Scotty. You're going to have to tell me what that word is tomorrow night on the Consequential Rapscallion. So show up tomorrow just to find out what the heck that word is. Scotty does declare. Sandra D, I love you. Thank you, baby. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Inquiring minds, perspicacious. It's elementary. Perspicacious perspiration, I do declare. I like it. Krista Clark says, you're a sick man, Jeff. You must be new. Of course I am. Somebody says you cheer me up. It's the power of perspiration, not perception. Perspicacious. Thank you, Scotty. It's been a long time since I learned a new word. Oh, Magus, why didn't I think of that? Magus says I could have sold the sweat. Ooh, man, that was a cottage industry waiting to happen. Oh, my. Oh, my. Perspicacious, having a ready insight into understanding of things. Oh, my. There you go. So, Yahweh, no way, wrong way, Yahweh. That's what I could have done, Scotty. If I'd have just bottled and sold that sweat, I could have bought a plane. And never feel sorry for a man with a plane. You can tell me what movie that's from. I'll give you a free book. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yahweh was a low-grade Zoroastrian Daeva who the rest of the deities, including you and me, finally got sick of and kicked him out and banished him. I'm on a plane. It's like I'm on a boat. Yeah, whatever. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'll tell you something, and I know you guys don't care about this, but I turned 55 years old a couple of days ago on the 23rd, and I've had a good life, man. I really have. I've had a good life. Scotty, yeah, I knew you would. I've had a good life, but I've never had it as good as I've got it right now. I've got the best. You're looking at the happiest man on 2 feet. You're looking at the most favored man on 2 feet. You're looking at the most fortunate man on 2 feet. And you're looking at the most fulfilled man on 2 feet. And you're looking at a man that's just getting started. Just getting started. I guarantee you The next 55 years are going to be better than the last 55 years. And I'm inviting you to be a part of this wild ride. Sandra, what have you done? I'm inviting you to be part of this wild ride. It's going to get gooder and gooder, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting started. Powerful, full of love, full of peace, full of joy, full of bliss. Yeah, we still got to bring you some hard truths every now and then. Scotty, weeping has endured for a night, but joy has come in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the morning business, and cousin, business is a booming. You got that right, Sandra D. Wow. If I've ever felt better, I don't remember when. Wildly beyond any expectations. You know, you always hope that your dreams will come true. And one day you wake up and your dreams have come true 1,000 times. Every dream I ever dreamed has come true 1,000 times and more. And it's waiting for you. It's waiting for you. You're divine, you're sovereign, you're free. This is what is your destiny, your birthright. The only thing holding you back is YOU. The only devil that can stop you is the one that looks back at you in the mirror. Get to the seat of yourself. Get to your place. Oh, I need that. I need to go back to that. I love it when a plan comes together because, oh my God, a plan has come together. Hold on a second. I'll BRB. I love it when a plan comes together. And brother, it's coming together like it never has before. I love it when a plan comes together. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is New Cosmic Knowledge. You're divine. You're sovereign. You're free. And it's time for you to unindoctrinate yourself. We're in the unindoctrinating business. And cousin, business, it's a booming.